You've done a complete turnaround in your life, because I was commenting to someone like Ozzy looks about 20 years younger. I said the other day.
I mean, the last time we met, that was like
You were really messed up.
I was really like on death's door, man.
How'd you get off everything? Did you do it yourself, or did you go to a rehab?
I went to the Betty Fords and the AA, and to be honest, I learned. I got a few basic things of it.
Yeah.
But the bottom of the line is, if you want to do anything in this world, you've got to really want to.
You got to do it yourself.
You need help,
right?
The initial thing is, I mean, I went to, my wife put me in Betty Ford, and this is a God's honest truth, hoping that they would teach me to drink like a gentleman. So I was like a pirate, man. I just bar dive and just throw everything down.
Like, it would have been nice if you had a few cocktails and could stop.
I go in there with like a Giorgio Armani suit and everything. I got my tie and I'm ready for the go,
Right.
And so, direct me to the cocktail bar, and they all look at me as if I've just landed from Mars,
You go to Betty Ford and ask her for the cocktail bar.
That's what I did, man.
And when they told you
that's the only way she could get me in the goddamn place.
Oh, she didn't tell you have to be dry.
Yeah, right.
So I walk in.
And you thought it was just a place where you go to...
I got pockets full of Valiums, Quaaludes, Coke. And they go, empty your pockets. And I go, no, it's why? And I go, we got to itemize as Valiums, Quaaludes, cocaine, syringes,
right,
bottle openers, crates of beer.
They must have thought you were insane. They probably didn't. Don't you know where you're going?
Because the only way my wife could get me to go in was she says, look, they'll teach you to do it properly.
Right.
Because I thought I was doing it wrong, because I kept waking up in weird and wild places.
Right. So you said, well, maybe there's a way. Right. Well, maybe there's a way that I could learn
how to drink.
Yeah, maybe I should drink like a gentleman. Just have a couple of beers or something like this.
That's what I went there for.
Yeah, take one or two ludes.
Then they go like,
you can't have anything.
But it's like the doors are closed, and
you can't get
Betty
out.
Ford walks in. She's like, it's like, whoa.
Betty Ford actually shows up?
I was spoke to her on several occasions.
Really?
Well, I think I did.
You mean Betty Ford and Ozzy Osbourne had an encounter group?
But you'd have these wings. You have these these different kind of like, some millionaire would donate a bunch of dough for whatever.
Right.
And have different kind of name. McCollum, this wing.
Did you have a roommate? Did you have to share your...
I was sharing with a mortician.
A mortician?
This guy, and he was all nervous, and I'm going, you haven't got a room on your own.
Right.
I went, this guy, he's always crying. I go, shut the up. Shut
up.
Why are you crying?
You big baby.
I mean, this guy's older than my dad, man, and my dad's been dead 50 years.
And the guy's crying in the room.
And he goes, oh, I'm so depressed. I said, well, why are you depressed? He said, I work with dead bodies. I said, you're in the right place, man.
Everybody's Elvis in the ground.
Yeah. So this guy snored like a bull elephant on the guy was like rattling the toils.
So there you go for some sleep and try to get on a normal lifestyle, and you can't sleep because the guy's snoring.
So then they come to me one day and they go to me, look, Ozzy, it's all a part of community. You've got to help people.
Would they sit you in a group and have you tell your problems?
Oh, yeah.
You would tell your problems to people?
I mean...
what would you say? You would say, I don't want to quit drugs.
No, but you know what? I'm not dumb. I mean, you soon get the gist of it, so you go...
Right, you play along.
You just go, oh yeah.
Anything to get out of there.
Just get through this term. It's like being in jail, man.
Right, because you really didn't want to quit drugs at that point. In other words, what you're saying is...
But at the end of the day...
Yeah.
I did want to quit. I just thought, I couldn't stand living, and I was afraid of dying.
Right. You found motivation to quit.
I mean, I got too much to live for,
Right.
But when you're in that hole, when you're in a crap alley without, it's a god awful place. I mean,
so it wasn't Betty Ford, the Betty Ford clinic that taught you how to.
I got the catalog at home, good 5-star, 4-star.
How many did you do?
I think 7, I think.
7 rehabs.
7 rehabs?
Yeah.
well, eventually it worked, right?
You liked it.
You see, everybody don't think it's for real that I don't get stoned anymore.
I believe you. I believe you.
So, I mean, do you now go sit with a psychiatrist, or do you?
Sometimes.
Really? How is that? Sitting with a psychiatrist?
I had a psychiatrist, and they get me to go when I first got sober. This guy in LA, and Tony, my assistant Tony, would come along with me. I used to go to Tony. Either I'm totally out of my mind, or this guy's doing his own gear. This guy's like talking out of his head.
You think the psychiatrist was on something?
He
was on drugs. He was drinking.
No, but he had like a drawer full of drugs, man.
Really?
He's doing pills.
He was slumped over the thing.
So you went over to talk to him about getting off drugs, and he himself was on drugs.
He was stoned more than me. I'd go over there. It'd be like over the coffee table, and I'd go like, "I'm here." Grab him by the hair. "I'm here, doc. Yeah.
So
just take these and come back 3 weeks later."